What's going on, guys? In this video I'll give you the best tips to bulk for naturals, alright? And I'm specifying for naturals. I'll tell you why. When I started training, I had a training partner that was not natural, alright? I used to see him at the gym eating McDonald's, eating cheesecakes, every single thing he wanted, every single fast food, and he was always lean, ripped, and getting bigger. And I'm like, wait a second, I'm getting fat, but here you are eating McDonald's every single day. I'm trying to follow up with you because clearly it's working for you, and I was just getting frustrated, alright, and it didn't work well for me. I was thinking that I'm not putting enough work at the gym, so I was like overtraining and training even more, and I'm like, I gotta turn that fat into muscle, I gotta turn those calories into muscle and get the results that this guy had, but he was not natural. And in my head I didn't know it. I'm like, well, 10 years ago nobody used to say it, so I'll give you tips to bulk up as a natural the right way so you don't do my mistakes, alright? When I started training, I took it the wrong way, doing more junk food. I used to go to Subway, take 2 footlongs every single day post-workout, 2 footlongs, 12-inch, insane. After that, I was lying on the sofa. It was $5 for a footlong. Oh yeah, the good old days. Anyways, but was it the right way? No, because I got to over 25% body fat. I looked like a balloon, all right? I'm 5'7", so can you imagine? I was like 200 pounds every single day for years. I did that maybe for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I was like a fridge. Wasn't really feeling at my best. I was strong, but I was very fat. And was it the right thing to do? And now looking back at it, I would have done it differently. All right, first thing first, you gotta understand that when you get to a too high body fat percentage, over 20%, what happens is that your testosterone levels start converting to estrogen. Testosterone, the main male hormone that will help you build muscle mass, get lean, be aggressive at the gym, and be at your best, starts getting converted to estrogen, all right? The female hormones, that's why a lot of men start developing man boobs. They start getting a lot of fat on the waist, on the hips, this and that. So it's not ideal anymore. Once at a certain point, you just start getting heavy, fat, but not strong anymore. And that's when you have to be like, okay, it's time for me to stop. All right. So that's the first thing I want you to understand. Bulking doesn't just mean, okay, I'm gonna eat a surplus of 10,000 calories, whatever food it is, get my body fat percentage high because later I'll cut. Because no, at a certain point, there's the law of diminishing returns. So after a certain point, you just stop gaining more muscle and you just get fatter. All right, you're heavier, you're fatter, and you're not stronger anymore. It's time to stop. Number 2, you don't need a big surplus. All right, I used to think that I'm gonna do let's say 6 months of bulking, and I used to go on crazy surplus, all you can eat sushi every single Friday. I used to go there, all you can eat sushi. I used to be like at least 2,000 calories of a surplus daily. Trust me, I'm a big eater. All right, I used to go with my brother, and at the end, after we were done, he used to be like, hey, I will order 50 pieces of sushi, and if you eat them all, I'll pay you. I'll be like, yeah, bring it. And I used to eat them. Trust me, nobody can eat more than me. All right, I've done a lot of eating challenges with people, always finishing eating more than them. Anyways, so 2,000 calories a day was not beneficial, okay? At a certain point, you're just not gaining more muscles anymore, but you're just getting fatter. Those calories are not gonna necessarily transform into muscles, all right? You just need a little bit extra to gain weight, all right? Go slowly but surely. The slower you do it, the better. You're assured that you're just gaining quality mass on, you're not putting any fat, and then you can kind of reevaluate as soon as you start getting a little bit of fat. But when you're doing huge surpluses, you're not doing yourself any favor. Can you imagine a pregnant woman, for her to create another baby when she's pregnant, all she needs, I think I'm not sure exactly, but I think it was around 300, 400 surplus a day. 300 to 400 to have another human. And here you are trying to eat 2,000 calories in surplus just to put more muscles on. It doesn't make sense, all right? Go with slight surpluses. I'm a big fan of 300 to 500 max, even when you're bulking. Yes, you don't want to overdo it. You're going to start stressing your body. And you go in that vicious cycle, too much stress, you become something what we call insulin resistant, which is my third point. I'm gonna talk about it. But there you are, don't go big surplus, all right? Next point, before talking about, insulin resistance. So basically what happens when you're overeating, okay, you're in a bulk, you're eating carbs every single meal, you're eating nutrients, your body is basically, there's flowing nutrients in your bloodstream 24/7, all right? Your body's always being fed. What happens is that now your muscles don't absorb the nutrients as well because they're so used to having so much food, all right? So what happens is that you become what we call insulin resistant. If you realize when you've been bulking for a while, you eat, but it feels like your muscles are not absorbing the food anymore, all right? because basically your muscles are just full of nutrients that they don't want more food, and we keep force feeding, we keep eating. So what we need to do in those cases is go on mini cuts. Mini cuts, it could be a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depend on where you're at, and lower down your calories, drop your carbs down, just so your muscles get hungry again. You want your muscles to get kind of like a dry sponge, where they will absorb the calories right away after, as soon as you feed it back to them. But now when you arrive at a point where you're insulin resistant, you're eating but your muscles are not absorbing the food is staying in your bloodstream for a little bit longer, your body got to release more insulin to go take that food and send it to the muscle, but the muscle is already full, the door is closed, so then it just creates a lot of issues on the long term. It could create a diabetes type 2, and then the food will just end up basically being stuck as extra fat because your muscles are already full, your muscle glycogen is full. All right, muscles don't want more food. So that's why I'm a big fan of doing mini cuts when you're bulking. This is something that I've never done. All right, I'm either bulking all in or cutting all in, and having that all in mentality, the perfectionist mentality, it's not ideal. All right, mini cuts, you can bulk for a month, cut for a week. All right, and don't see it as, oh, I'm cutting, I'm losing results. No, you're taking a step back so you can go forward even faster after. All right, you let your muscles get hungry again. You let your body kind of crave those calories again. So when you feed it back, your body's absorbing it better. All right, you realize when you're on a cut and you eat one banana, you feel like, oh wow, it just got into my muscles. I ate a banana, I feel the bump. But when you're in a bulk and you're eating rice 24/7 and bananas and honey and cheesecakes and this and that, well, a banana, you're barely gonna feel it. All right, you're gonna eat it and it's just you're not gonna reap really all the benefits from each nutrients and calorie you're consuming. So go on mini cuts, make sure that you're always kind of insulin sensitive, all right, which is the opposite of insulin resistant. All right, so your body is sensitive to the calories. As soon as you put something in, boom, your body releases that insulin hormone, grabs that nutrient, send it to the muscle absorbs it just like a sponge, and everything is perfect. You want to be in a sweet balance. You don't want to be either on this extreme or on that extreme, in a sweet balance. All right, I'm just looking at my cat. He's so funny. He's lying like this on the floor, but that's good. That's the best thing for me. You know, now I'm in my best time of the day, filming videos, looking at my cat, having my coffee. What more can you ask for? And I did a good leg workout today. So what else I wanted to talk about during the cuts? Yes, cheat meals. Oh my God, taking cheat meals when you're bulking. Why are you just taking even more cheat meals, more junk food in your system, more toxins? I see people bulking and they're eating McDonald's and this is a cheat meal. Well, you've been in a surplus for 6 days and now the 7th day you want to take a cheat meal? It doesn't make any sense to me. If someone is bulking, no cheat meals, all right? Your whole diet is basically in a surplus. What can you be craving? You're eating your rice, your carbs, your protein. I mean, I don't get it, all right? Something I would do when I'm cutting in the mini cut would be refeeds. Refeeds and cheat meal, totally different. Refeeds is more low fat, high carbs. It's for a purpose. We're fueling your body for a purpose. The calories have a purpose. Cheat meal is basically just eating a fried Kit Kat just because, oh yeah, I feel like it. But what are those calories gonna do to you? Nothing. They're gonna basically ruin you. So that's it for this video, guys. Keep it clean. No junk food. When you're bulking, make sure it's clean. Good quality food. No junk food. Number 2, small deficit, small surplus, no huge surplus. Number 3, do mini cuts. Don't do a lot of bulks without doing a little mini cut. Get your body kind of back to, mini cuts. Number 4, no cheat meals. That's it for this video, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment. I would love seeing you guys comment. We're 2,500 on this channel, 2,500. Thank you all guys watching. Phil, thank you for watching. Everyone watching, you know. I get so many names, but I know Phil, I was texting with him yesterday and he said he watches my video. And you know, you're taking the time of the day to watch me. You can watch anybody and here you are watching me. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys. I love you all and see you soon. Ciao.